You ready?
Yeah.
All right, welcome back to episode 2 of the Lockhouse. We're going over NFL Week 6. We just got back from Dallas for the OU Texas game. It's Tuesday, October 10th. You want to start with your thoughts on that?
Yeah, great win. Great win. I think it was a lot closer than it should have been. I know we missed a field goal. We had a touchdown that dropped right in his hands for a touchdown. But we won the game, but I think we took a big loss too. One of our best receivers, Andrew Anthony's out
Oh, yeah, I was
for
big
season.
on Andrew.
Dude, that hurts. That hurts. But I'm glad Dylan Gabriel finally, he ran for over 100 yards.
I was shocked. That was the one thing.
I think he should run more.
Exactly.
Or, when he needs to.
No, I think that was the difference is,
Yeah.
they definitely weren't expecting to see – I'm going to turn this down a little bit from my iPhone. They definitely were not expecting to see Dylan Gabriel just turn into Lamar Jackson and start running people over. And, that was –
Yeah, that was huge.
That was the difference in the game. They obviously didn't prepare for that, and why would you? But that was, I think, what made the difference. I honestly, like you just said, I think it should have been a lot not as close because I think we played a lot better than the score reflected.
Yeah, for sure. And our punter was that. They had a blocked punt.
Special teams was horrible.
Yeah, our special teams was horrible. And their special teams was great. Their special team was the reason ours was bad. They had a block punt. They had a fake punt that I swear the center, if you look at the replay, the ball was literally aimed diagonally, it was not going to the punter. I don't know how they missed
fake?
that.
Yeah,
yeah, the fake punt,
that was also, to me, so obvious that they were going to fake it there.
Yeah, because I think it was an injury timeout right before, and they, were in the middle of the field, had time to plot it.
Well, we had so much momentum, and that was a spot where you're not going to really lose much by not. Or by,
for sure.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I feel like so many things went wrong, special teams and on our offense with either missed field goals, drop touchdown passes, and we still found a way to win this game. So
good. Yeah. The better team comes out on top. That's how football works.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I think we should probably start with the Dallas-San Francisco game.
Yeah.
Sunday Night Football. Because, first it's worth noting that LP and I, for our picks of last week, and we'll go through them all, but every pick that we agreed on, that we both made, was a win, except for the Cowboys-Niners game. That was the one game we both had the same pick, Cowboys plus 3.5. They did not cover.
I ended up turning the game off.
Oh, yeah, no, but, I think after the second George Kittle touchdown, it was pretty clear that, we were getting bitched around. It was not our game.
My dad left after the third quarter.
He was there?
Huh? No. He turned off the TV. He got off the couch and was like, I'm done. Yeah. I'm done. And I think I'm done with Dak, too.
Oh, 100%. I'm so over it.
Done.
In fact, I don't know if, this was clear, but I was kind of ironically being a Dak fan this year, because I wanted to believe, I just wanted to get behind something and be they're obviously, well, now it might be different, but, obviously Jerry was not going to get rid of Dak, and, that's what I've wanted for the past couple of years. It's fucking Dak Prescott. But, if anyone is still supporting him at this point, you just don't understand football and you're stupid. That doesn't.
What came out of this game for me was there's obviously tiers in the NFL, and we're not in the top tier.
Yeah, and I thought we were.
Yeah, that's what hurts me the most.
I don't even know, where do you think the Cowboys are?
We are a playoff team. We're a team that we can win a playoff game, but if we play the 49ers in the playoffs, we're not going to win the playoff game. If we play them first round, we're not winning.
But what do you think that means as far as if you look at our roster,
I think
it's not like we're close. We have everything we need. There's really no excuse.
No, yeah.
But I agree, we are never going to beat the 49ers in the playoffs.
Yeah, I think to get to the Super Bowl, no matter what, we're going to have to play the 49ers. So I think we're going to go as far as we can until we play them. If we play them in the first round, we're first round exits. If we play them in the second round, we're second round exits. If we play them in the NFC Championship, we're going to lose that.
But that's literally what happened last year. And
no, yeah, it's going to be the
what's
same
going to
thing.
change? But when does that end, and how do you fix that, and what do you do differently?
Dak,
I think as of right now, I'm 100% serious, you just start Trey Lance and just like start that process of maybe this will work.
I'd be fine
because he
with
has
that.
the defense. Like
Maybe
the
he
Cowboys
could just
aren't
go
going to
off.
be bad. Yeah, like we have nothing to lose.
Yeah, because our defense is still going to win us some games. If Trey Lance is the quarterback from here on out, we might not go like we might go 13-4 with Dak, or maybe like 12-5. But if Trey Lance is there, we might go 10-7. We'll still make the playoffs though with Trey Lance. Like as a
I don't
last
think
seed,
I don't
6-7
think
seed.
that Trey Lance is going to like lose games that Dak would win. Like, you know what
That's
I mean?
true. That's true.
That's what I mean. Like, I really think if you just sub him out,
What you're saying is the reason the games we've won haven't been because of Dak.
No.
And the games we've
Definitely
lost
not.
have because
no, the Giants 40-0, that was not because of Dak. And now looking back,
I see that.
And we're gonna I don't know, we're gonna go
The
through all
games we've won have not been because of Dak, but the games we've lost, I think 100%
yes, literally, that's
Dak's
the best
fault.
way to put it. Yeah.
Like if Dak just the games we've lost have been because of Dak. The games we've won has not been because of him. It's been because of our defense.
I could see Trey Lance, and like maybe this is just me being hopeful. I could see him being like a playmaker, like maybe like
a Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah, just like when
Kaepernick took the Niners, just like a guy that could just take off and run.
Yes.
And then also throw it. They did like the same build too.
Dak is at a point, and I don't think he can come back from it. Like he's so, like he's he makes 40 whatever million a year. Like he's the franchise quarterback. Like he has the Jordan fucking sponsorship. He's at a point where like he's not gonna like take chances. He's not like he just needs to like do his job. He thinks he's like so well decorated as a quarterback, and like he's done so much in the league, and like he's not who he thinks he is. He's not who Jerry thinks he is. Like it's just. And I don't think he can come back from what we've seen and what he's shown. Like, he's gotten a million chances. This was the third time in a row he's lost to the Niners. All of the games were very significant. If we play them again, like, I don't see it being like, this was supposed to be Dak's revenge game. Like, he's never going to get back. I don't.
And Dak also has a no trade clause. So he could just be like, nah, I'm going to stay in Dallas.
I think that's what he's doing.
But no, I've lost all faith.
Yeah.
But I mean, at least it's earlier in the season. I like that this was week 5 versus like week 14. Like if we played the Niners week 14 and got blew out like that, it'd have been bad. But like this gives me some type of hope where it's like, maybe Dak can get better, and like, if you don't throw 3 picks, maybe we have a chance against the Niners. But like, and Tony Pollard, I feel like is non-existent.
The
Lamb,
whole team was bad. It wasn't just Dak.
Yeah, like CeeDee Lamb, like throw him a screen pass, like get him involved, make him do like a little jet sweep or something. I think he touched the ball like 4 times.
Well, that was the thing. The offense, like the play calling looked bad. Everybody looked bad. I mean, CD didn't look bad, but like, he didn't really get the chance to like look good or bad. Like he just
they just like
nobody looked good. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm lost. And then like he threw up that one pass to, like Brandon Cooks that was like not even close to him.
Nowhere near.
Like safety was over the top, like right there with the corner there.
Are you talking about the pick?
Yeah, which one?
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
right,
the one where he threw it 50 yards and was just like, hopefully we get something. Like it was just like no progression.
That looked like a recess play, bro. I didn't
literally,
and not in a situation where it was needed. Like it wasn't Hail Mary boy. It was just like, oh hey, he's running.
It's like let's just give the Niners like it wasn't even like a punt thing. It was like first or second down, and like we needed a score or else it was gonna get out of hand. And
it felt unreal, bro. It felt like everything that Stephen A. Smith would draw up.
No, yeah.
As far as like how this game would go, and like it just. I don't know, it was painful. I have no hope in the Cowboys for the entire rest of the season. In fact, like that brings.
And
we're
about to go on a tough stretch.
Well, that's why I was
the Chargers and then we play the Eagles.
Now it's like, who have we beaten?
We might be 3-5 in 2 weeks.
Because like after the first week, 40-0 against the Giants, and then week 2 is like, oh, we killed the Jets at home, but now we were looking at it like the Jets are ass. The Giants are one of the worst teams in the league too.
We lost to the Cardinals.
Beat us like.
No, I know.
Who do we play next week?
We play the Chargers on Monday Night Football.
Oh, that's right. I do want to talk about
in
that
LA. So okay. We'll get to that in a second.
That'll be the last game we talk about in the pick'em. But we'll go through our picks.
And then we play the Rams, we play the Chargers in LA. Then we have a bye week, and then we play the Rams, and then we play in Philly. and then we have a couple bad games where we play the Giants, Carolina, Washington,
beat the
Seattle,
Rams.
and then we go on another tough stretch and we play Eagles, Buffalo, Miami, Detroit. Week 14 through 17. We're Philly at home, at Buffalo, at Miami, and then Detroit on New Year's Eve. So we're gonna have some tough stretches right now, and then I just hope that our tough stretch now, where we played we played San Fran, which I'm just gonna try to forget about, but then we played Chargers, Rams, Eagles. If we can go 2-1 in those next 3 games, like I'll have faith.
1 week at a time. Like, we have to.
Yeah.
I think actually, in fact, I'm glad we have Monday Night Football against the Chargers because, like, that will tell a lot, I think. Because, like, the Chargers are one of those teams, too, where it's, like, you never really know if they're good or bad. Like, they look really good, but, like, then they'll choke, kind of like the Cowboys. But, I don't know. It's on the road. It's prime time. That should be a bounce-back game. If it's not, then I think I lose all faith from here on out. Like, I think I'm done after that.
And we need, like, a good win. I don't want to, like, have an escape one, like an escape game where, like, we barely, like, we look terrible and win. Like, I want to, like, look good.
Yeah, I don't think last week was a fluke, and, like, it hurts to say that, but we need to go out and play and make it look like last week. Last week was a fluke.
Yeah,
If that makes sense. I think that
if Dak has another bad game and we lose, like, it's going to be bad for him.
Do you see Micah Parsons talking shit?
About who?
George Kittle.
Oh, because George Kittle was wearing, like, the Fuck Dallas shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was bold.
But that was the thing is, like, I don't know. It used to be, like, when Micah would talk shit or whatever, I'd be like, oh, like, let's, you know.
Yeah.
Like, and now it just seems, like, empty. It's just, like, it's a talk because they beat us 42-10.
Yeah.
It's stupid. But we'll go ahead and go through our picks from last week. Just run through all those games. So we start with Thursday Night Football. This was my favorite underdog, the Bears, and you picked the Commanders -6.
Yep.
It was Bears +6. Bears won 40-20. What do you think about that?
That was super surprising. Super surprising. DJ Moore, freaking 3 touchdowns, 230 yards. Justin Fields showing us that he can actually throw the ball.
I believed in Justin Fields all year.
No, I think I said, like, a year ago that Justin Fields would win a Super Bowl in the next 5 years. That was, like, a hot take. But, like, I think he's a good quarterback. I just think he's in the wrong system. I just think the Bears are an organization where you're going to die. So that'd be great. I'd love that. But I think it was just really surprising. I mean, Sam Howell didn't do terrible. I just think that they went down early, so the Bears kind of just totally took what the Commanders wanted to do, like, away. Like, it was 27-3 at halftime.
Well, and that goes back into I remember we were talking last week, like, if the Commanders are good or not, and, like, if they're real. Because they looked, I mean, if you take away last week, like, it was kind of up in the air. Like, they might be a really good team, too.
Like, they're like, not. A chance to play.
I think, like, this just showed, like, Ron Rivera's Ron Rivera. Like, he came out after half, and I remember they interviewed him, and they were like, oh, like, what'd you talk to your team about during the half? He was like, oh, I didn't talk to them. I just let them talk to themselves.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I saw that. But, I mean, Sam Howell, he threw the ball 51 times. He was 37 of 51. Almost 400 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Their run game was non-existent. They only had 29 yards rushing. I just think the Bears just controlled the game and they just controlled the game.
It was kind of just an offensive, like, dominant performance by the Bears, just like Justin Fields. And I think, like, that solidifies them as a team this year where it's like they're not going to be, like, good, and they're not going to be – I still don't think they're going to be, like, a great football team, but, like, they're due for, like, a crazy, like, ass whooping here and then just because they have those young dudes on offense that are really good.
The only ass whooping they're ever going to have this season. There's no way the Bears would get. Maybe against the Panthers when they play in, like, around, like 4 weeks from now, but
Bears-Vikings is this week.
Yeah, we can
in Chicago. Okay, yeah, we'll talk about it. Okay.
But yeah, that was crazy. But I'll give it up to the Bears. Justin Fields. Everyone was doubting him the first couple weeks. It was good to see him get a good win. He needed it.
I loved it. Yeah, and that's kind of why I picked them as my favorite.
He's not bad.
They were due, and it was like if they were gonna get it on anyone, it was gonna be the Commanders. Yeah. Next game was what are they playing in London?
Yeah, Bills.
Jags Bills.
A lock of the week.
LP's lock of the week. Jaguars money line. It hit.
I didn't even take
we
the
both
spread.
took the Jaguars spread for our pick. That
I
was cool. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
they
the
beat
Jaguars
Bills.
are good. The Jaguars are good. They have some tough losses, but they're a good team. They're definitely gonna make the playoffs, and I could see them going deep in the playoffs.
And that doesn't. I don't think personally that means that the Bills are a bad team. I know.
Yeah,
LP
I don't
said that Josh Allen's the most overrated quarterback.
I do. I still think he's the most overrated quarterback. He's not. I don't think he's good. I mean, he's good, but I don't think he's I don't think he's a top 5 quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah, but he's close to the 5 spot. But still, either way, I still think the Bills are an overrated team. They only have Josh Allen and Stephon Diggs, and I think do you know, is Von Miller coming back this week?
I think he is back. I think he is back this week. No, he played last game.
Did he play last game?
Yeah, he played last game.
I
I think he was limited, but he played. Next week he'll be fully active. But no, Jags are a good team. I see them going deep. Didn't surprise me if they won, especially since they were in London for 2 weeks. I heard the Bills got there on Thursday, 3 days before.
I
the
didn't
game.
know anything about the situation.
I mean, if that's in Buffalo, maybe a different story. But Jacksonville owns London, so.
And with that being said, I'm still not sold on the Jaguars. I know you're high on them. I still don't think they're incredible. I'm always gonna be a little.
I love him.
I don't know. I don't like Trevor Lawrence that much. He is very good, but I don't. There's something about I don't know. Next game was Titans Colts. It was Titans -2, Colts +2. LP had the Titans -2. I had the Colts +2. So he lost. I won that one.
Oh, reverse.
My
reverse.
bad.
Reverse.
I lost. He won that
Yes,
one.
sir.
I don't know. I hated the game. I hate the matchup. I hate the game. It was one of those ones I could have seen going either way.
No,
I still.
What's funny is I chose the Colts because of Anthony Richardson, and he ended up getting injured.
Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, Gardner Minshew came in. Zach Moss went crazy. 23 carries, almost 165 yards and 2 touchdowns. I wonder how that's going to affect Jonathan Taylor. But yeah, Jonathan Taylor, JT's first game back, 6 carries. He had a catch for 15 yards. I mean, Anthony Richardson being out for a month, I think, is going to I don't think they have a chance to make the playoffs anymore. I don't think Gardner Minshew can win them a couple games going down.
Did you see that coming, the Anthony Richardson being out? Because I feel like
Not really.
I don't know. It's just like I said, I just feel like you can't take a quarterback like that and just have him just run the ball
like
every
that.
single
I mean,
play
he's
and expect him
ginormous.
to stay healthy, especially with your first-year quarterback.
Yeah.
The NFL is tough.
Yeah.
It's not.
But no, I'm an Anthony Richardson fan.
For sure. Same
But
here.
I'm glad they still got the win. He'll be back soon. He's gonna be good. I just hope the Colts can win a couple games while he's out.
Mm-hmm.
So I want him to have a chance down the stretch to be can Anthony Richardson clutch up if the Browns lose and another team loses and the Colts win the last 2 games they're in. I want to see Anthony Richardson have a clutch moment.
Same. And I want to see, well, more than anything, I want to see him have longevity in the NFL. I
Yeah,
want to see him
yeah,
stay
yeah,
healthy
yeah.
enough to
For sure.
where we get to actually see whether he can.
It's gonna
be
be
that kinda guy or
good.
not. Yeah.
Yeah.
The next game, I could not have been more wrong, and I've learned a lot from just watching this game. Saints Patriots. I had and the spread was 1 point. I had the Patriots -1. He had the Saints +1. 34-0. Saints win. Patriots did not cover.
At all. I was sketched about this game too. In New England, Bill Belichick starts 1-3, hasn't won a game at home,
That's why I picked it.
and he loses I remember saying I was sketch about my pick, but I was just the Saints have lost games that they shouldn't have with Green Bay. They're a good overall team. They should be 4-1 right now, and I was just I had a feeling, but I thought it was gonna be close. I think I said whoever had the ball last was gonna win by a field goal.
I don't remember what we said, and I mean it's on record, so
Yeah,
I can go back and check. But I do remember. I think we thought it was gonna be a low-scoring game.
super
It
close.
it was
Fourth quarter.
Yeah, exactly. A low-scoring defensive battle. No, bro, the Saints just fucking kicked their ass. But
Yeah, 34-0. Well, their defense kicked their ass. It was Saints defense showed out. I think they had a touchdown.
also I don't know. Mac Jones doesn't look, and this is like I have kind of believed in Mac Jones. Like I think he's like,
Yeah, same.
I think he gets more hate than he deserves, and like I don't think he's a bad quarterback at all. He didn't look good at all.
No,
Like,
it looked
It
terrible.
was just all around. Like the Patriots just look like they're crumbling, and it's hard for my brain to be able to like wrap. It's hard for me to wrap my head around that because it's Bill Belichick and it's the Patriots. I mean, all I've known is like
they're about to get Caleb Williams.
that would be crazy.
Yeah.
I never thought about them as a contender for the Caleb
Patriots
Williams.
just go and get Caleb Williams. That'd be crazy.
I think in 1 year they could turn into the best team in the NFL.
Dude, that'd be. I don't know, but I think this also shows that the Saints are legit.
Yeah.
I do think the Saints are legit. I think
This
they're a
was
playoff
definitely proving that the Saints were legit, and I was on the fence with them as well. And I mean, you know me, like I'm a Saints, not a Saints fan, but like I always root for the Saints, and like I don't know, anywhere where Jameis is in the locker room, like it's just hard not to want to see success there. And then this next game was another one that I don't know. I don't want to say I couldn't have been more wrong about it, but I was definitely very wrong about it. Ravens Steelers. Was this my favorite? What are you doing on here?
Just fixing it. But because you had it switched.
I was trying to get all this.
But Ravens Steelers, was that your? I think you.
No, I didn't. I just really liked. You picked Steelers +4, and I picked Ravens -4. I just really liked the Ravens -4.
Yeah, the Steelers.
I was very confident in that pick.
Yeah, Steelers. The only reason I picked the Steelers, like I don't think the Steelers are gonna go that far, but it was just like a at-home game for the Steelers. It's a divisional matchup. Like +4 was just a lot for me. Like I think that's like a low scoring. I think we both talked about how this game is just gonna be like low scoring. Like we're not gonna want to watch it. And +4 was just too much for me.
Yeah, no, and I also said when we were doing our division winners, I said that like I had the Steelers like prior to week 1. I was considering like the Steelers. I thought that the Steelers were gonna be one of those teams that go to the playoffs and like are just a really good football team, and I still really believe in it. I love George Pickens. I actually really like Kenny Pickett as well, Mike Tomlin, all of them. But but I also love the Ravens, bro, and I always think the Ravens are just due to like start doing what they're supposed to do. And now I'm at the point where it just feels like the Ravens are one of those choke teams where it's like
I think the Ravens definitely win against the Steelers in Baltimore. Like when they play again in Baltimore, I think the Ravens are going to win.
Yeah,
I think they're going to split. The Steelers aren't going to sweep because the Ravens are.
I don't think that. Yeah, I think
like
you're right.
They have a great coach as well. I just because it was in Pittsburgh, I was like,
but
+4 is
wasn't this
just
the
a
case
lot.
last year where it was like the Ravens would stay in the game the whole time and then at the very end just give it up?
No, last year it was like we would get up by like 20 and then choke in the second half. Mm-hmm. And I mean they basically did. The Steelers scored 14 points in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, no, at halftime it was 10-3 Ravens. Low scoring, like we said, and then you just let them win the game at the end.
Yeah.
Like
this was just a gut feeling pick for me. Like I could have easily seen the Ravens win, but just +4 was too much, like I've been saying. But down the stretch, I'm choosing Lamar Jackson over Kenny Pickett every day of the week. Like I think the Ravens are going to end up being better than the Steelers.
I just don't know what's going on. I don't know.
It's just that if not the best team isn't going to win every week. So there's going to be somewhere you're just like, oh my god, or there's going to be somewhere it's like that team shouldn't have won. I don't think.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, and we'll get into the picks here in a bit, but they need to. They're 3-2 right now, so they're still.
Yeah.
But they need to start getting it together. You can't. I don't know. Yeah, it's just a loss. The next one's shit. We both had Texans Falcons. We both had Texans +2. The final score was 19-21 Falcons. So the Texans, it was a tie. They covered, but like they didn't cover. They pushed.
This is
I wouldn't even say, but like I wouldn't even say that this is kind of what I expected. Like I thought the Texans were gonna win, but this didn't shock me at all. 21-19. It's just kind of a shit show.
It was literally a game-winning field goal. The Texans were up. They had a game-expiring field goal. Like HOU came, nailed it. So I mean,
yeah, I didn't really see anything about this game that stood out. Did you see the Bijan Robinson carry?
Yeah, there was a catch.
The
that's
behind
where he
his back.
Wasn't even looking really.
Every week, bro, I've started to and it's hard because he's from Texas and stuff. But like, I will admit, I put on Bijan Robinson highlights like every week.
He's nice. He's legit. And we were talking about that last week
to watch him play football.
Yeah, but I think this game was almost kind of fluke. Desmond Ridder threw for 330 yards, and I think all the rest of the games have been 100 passing yards games. So
it showed me kind of also like I don't know. Part of me thinks the Texans are going to start like dialing it up and be like a contending, like pretty decent football team. And you have to beat the Falcons. Like that has to be one of those games. That if you want to be that kind of team, you need to beat the Falcons because you're not going to get many opportunities. Like you're going to have to play good teams. When you play the bad ones, you have to win. For sure. But on the contrary, that does not mean, or I don't think that means that the Falcons are impressive or good by any means. Because
no, I don't think. I think they're the worst. Atlanta. I don't think they should be 3-2. They're not a over 500 team for me. Right. They're not going to finish over 500.
And I agree. However, next game, Panthers-Lions, 42-24.
Lions
Detroit.
Are good, man.
The Lions are very good.
And they didn't have Amon-Ra.
Yeah, right. And they I don't even know. I looked back and saw that I took the Panthers plus 10. You had Lions minus 10, so you covered this one. I don't know. I have no faith in the Panthers. I think the Panthers are going to be one of the worst teams.
Yeah, they're terrible. Terrible. Adam Thielen's, he's a dog still, showing everyone he can still ball.
But if that's the best receiver, I don't know. But, yeah, he did. 107 yards and a touchdown. That was
Sam
nice.
Laporta, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, Sam Laporta looks good. And that's your guy, right?
Yeah, that's my guy. That's my fantasy tight end. Yeah. I think he should be talked about an offensive rookie of the year, dude. With him, C.J. Stroud, and Bijan.
It's going to be Bijan. It needs to be
They're
Bijan.
all doing really good in their position right now.
But, yeah, no, I think a lot of players on the Lions are going to start getting talked about. They're going to
Jared Goff MVP conversation. They're 4-1.
You and I both know. Like we've never been against Jared Goff. Like
he's good.
He is Jared Goff. Like he's flown under the radar because of the teams he's been on. But he is. Nice.
He's good. He's gonna win you games. He's a guy that
he's consistent, but he's like also. It's not like usually when you say like a quarterback's consistent, you mean like 200 yards, 2 touchdowns. Like what? Like he'll do his job. Like he's really not. Like he puts up numbers every week. Yeah. Like he
floats under the radar. Because he doesn't have a big name. Like no one wants to talk about Jared Goff.
Right.
Because he's not
Jared
flashy.
Goff.
He doesn't have those like crazy highlight plays.
Yeah.
He just like racks up stats on the low.
I'm starting to say he's impressive.
Yeah. No, he's been impressive.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, once they get,
he's been solid in my opinion. Like around now he's starting to get in like.
It's gonna get to like week 8 or what week is it? Week 6, right around week 9 and 10. If they're like 8-2, I'm telling you, it's gonna be like.
Dude, seeing the Lions at 8-2 is gonna be crazy.
We'll see.
Is that? Yeah.
But yeah, the Lions are legit, and I think this like them beating a bad team by a lot of points is showing that like. They won't play down to like the team like and the Cowboys do.
I love that. If the spread was 10, I mean, they covered. Yeah. And some, and like that's
always great to see.
Yeah. I think every team now is also like they're cognizant of their spread, and
for sure
they're all trying to cover whether they say it or not. Maybe not Mahomes, but most teams are. The next game we both had. This is one of those games where we both had the same pick and it won. This was LP's favorite.
Oh, yeah. Dolphins, baby.
Giants in Miami against the Dolphins. Dolphins minus 11. They won 31-16. I wasn't shocked. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. Tua threw 2 picks, and they still won by 15. Like, that's a good game. I think the New York Giants are actively trying to kill Daniel Jones. I think that they get sacked. He gets sacked. They had 7 sacks, the Dolphins.
But it's also like, if you're a DC and you have to scheme against the Giants, like, what is your game plan other than put every ounce of pressure on Daniel Jones?
Yeah, because they have no one else to throw to.
They have no one else.
Darius Slayton is their number 1 receiver.
They paid him. They gave him all the money that their franchise has because they had to, because Dak had a contract. And it was like, oh, well, is Dak better than Daniel Jones? And it's like, obviously not. So, like, we have to give him, a lot of money as well. But they're treating him like he's Lamar or Michael Vick, and they're just like, all right, we're just going to snap the ball to our quarterback, and he's going to make something happen.
And he can't do it.
He's not.
Especially Barkley. And Barkley was out. I actually think that the Dolphins played bad because I think they should have beat this Giants team by way more. Like, Tua threw 2 picks. I think that's not going to happen again. Devin A-Chain. He got injured. He's about to be out for like 4 weeks, I'm pretty sure.
Is he really? I didn't.
Yeah, I think they're about to put him on the IR for the next 4 weeks. But Jeff Wilson comes back.
Yeah, and they're going to be fine, dude. At the same time, like, whoever you put in that offense, at running back specifically, I mean, you need to have Tyreek on the field for their offense to work, obviously. 181 yards.
Yeah, it says A-Chain is expected to miss multiple weeks due to a knee injury. So hopefully he comes back because he's been a dog. And I think Tyreek Hill just shows you that he's just like, throw him the ball so he can just run with it.
I'm starting to think like more and more he might be that MVP.
Who, Tua or Tyreek?
Tyreek.
Really? Oh boy, he's my pick for oh boy.
I think it depends on. Yeah, and they'll probably do it.
It's gonna be C-Mac.
But I also but the thing is like if Tyreek wins Opoy, I couldn't see Tua winning MVP. Like I don't see it being Tua MVP, Tyreek.
That'd be
lit. That'd be lit, crazy. But like I don't think that happens. I think it's gonna come down to how many picks Tua has. Like if he has like when you look at the end, like his stat line, like if he has a bunch of picks, it might be Tyreek. But I could see it, dude. I could really like. I'm starting to think he's more valuable than CMC.
He's good. It's just a quarterback.
If you look at I'm saying between Tyreek and CMC, who makes a bigger impact on that team?
Oh, yeah. Well, that's just because the Niners just have everybody.
Yeah, but because, like, even if you were to give it to CMC, like, I'd make an argument, like, why not Debo? Like, why?
Yeah.
You know? And then we can get into Brock Purdy, too. He definitely has emerged as a candidate.
No, he's a top 10 quarterback in the NFL.
And I agree, like, not
without
even, like, numbers-wise.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, if I had to pick.
If you switch Dak and Purdy in that game, we win by 20.
That's the saddest thing I've ever
No, it's
heard.
terrible.
It's
terrible.
It's so true. Next, we had the Bengals Cardinals. I had Cardinals +3. LP, you had Bengals -3.
Bengals are back.
And I could totally, even going into it, I could see
Joe Burrow
like,
good.
This is the Joe Burrow comeback. Like, if it's going to happen, it was this week, and they did. So the Bengals are now back, currently alive.
Yeah, Jamar Chase, 15 catches, 200 yards, 3 tutties.
7-11. He's open.
Yeah, for real.
No, yeah. They look more or less like the Bengals now. Like, it's...
It was the perfect, like, matchup for them to, like, get back on track.
Right.
Like, let's go play Joshua Dobbs, and let's just throw it to Jamar Chase 20 times.
On the road, prove that we can win on the road, too, and we can win by, 14. Like, it's just... It was perfect. It was a good back. Like,
I think the Bengals are back.
They're back. Back
and I think they're back
in it. I don't know if they're back, like, terrifying. Like
Oh, no, I don't think they're terrifying, but, like, Joe Burrow looked good, and that's what makes them, like, back.
Mm-hmm.
But they're not a top 5. They're not like a top 5, top 7 team in the NFL right now.
Not yet.
Maybe not even top 10. But I wouldn't want to play them.
Yeah.
What's next?
Eagles Rams.
Ugh.
This was you had Rams plus 4.5. I had Eagles minus 4.5. Eagles win 23-14. I don't know. I just kind of thought I'm just not high on the Rams. I don't think they're.
I'm still not high on the Eagles either. Like,
I'm not either.
Like the Eagles won. Eagles are like winning games, and that's always good. But like, I think this showed more about like, I mean, Cooper Kupp came back, first game back, and he looked great. He had over 120 yards, 8 catches. I don't even know. The Eagles are good, but I don't know. Like,
they're gonna lose one soon. For sure.
They're definitely gonna lose one soon.
And in fact, I was gonna say this earlier. So the Cowboys losing the Niners, right? I think that the one because I've lost all hope. I've lost everything with the Cowboys.
Same.
However, our only chance at like getting back, like momentum wise, and like getting back into the swing of things, and like
beating the Eagles.
Is beating the Eagles.
Yeah.
The first game. I don't mean like they beat us and we beat them.
And the first game is in Philly.
Yeah. No. Perfect. That's what we need. Like I mean, going into Philly, beating the Eagles. I think that could at least get our momentum back. I think we could beat the Eagles too. Yeah,
I don't think we can beat the Niners. I think we can beat the Eagles.
Yeah, well, the Niners are a better team also than the Eagles, but also I think that it's it's a divisional game. It's one of those games like anything could always happen. We have a few games left to wrap up. Jets Broncos.
Dude, this game was just.
This is exactly what I expected.
I mean, I am now realizing.
Jets 31, Broncos 21.
I had Broncos and at home against Zach Wilson. I just wanted to give Russell Wilson the benefit of the doubt. He had a chance to win the game. He throws a pick 6. Or I think this is where he fumbled and like over dramatic flop, fumbled in the worst way possible and lost him the game. And him and Sean Payton starts yelling at him on the sidelines like, he's done, dude. Like, I think Russell Wilson is the only quarterback in the NFL right now that's worse than Dak Prescott. He is terrible. No,
not
he's
the
got
only
to be.
one, but I do think
So he's
right.
like
They're all
he's
yeah. If you put him in the
I
same
will
category as
never
Dak
I will
Prescott, for
never
sure.
on this whole podcast ever, and you can call me out on it. I will never pick the Broncos to cover a spread
again
from here on out ever again
Yeah,
for the
no,
rest
I
of the
agree.
season.
This was-
I don't care if it's the Patriots, the Cardinals. I don't care how bad that team is. They are horrendous, and they have good players on the team.
No, we'll make note of that, and I agree though. Yeah, like I mean, I still don't think this means the Jets are good. I just didn't. I think the Jets. I mean, like going into this game, I think the Jets were a little overhated or over. Like I don't know what the right term is there, but
Like they were saying their season's over.
yeah, people were like, "Oh, they're
like-
so ass. They're horrible." Like like
Yeah, they were talking about the wrong team. They should have been talking about the Broncos.
the Broncos are awful. I actually think this is like kind of. I mean, it's a Russ thing, and I think Sean Payton hates Russ, but
He hates him for sure.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised. Who's their backup? I wouldn't be surprised if a backup comes in soon. What's the Broncos depth chart? Because if it's like
well, who are
Trevor
some- who are
Siemian?
the
Is it
Broncos?
Trevor Siemian?
Who are the Broncos getting blown out by whenever?
The Commanders?
I'm trying to look at it. It was.
Yeah, their backup's Jarrett Stidham. He did kind of good last year. On
I know,
the,
but if you have Russell Wilson.
what has Russell Wilson
No,
done?
I know, but like you're not gonna.
He
start
was
Jarrett
bad
Stidham
last
over him.
year too.
He was terrible last year. I don't even remember what it was, but it was like.
By the Dolphins? They got blown out by 50 to the Dolphins.
Yes, and yeah, okay, perfect. It was that game where they were saying like Sean Payton was keeping Russell Wilson in the game. Like you should not be keeping your starter in, and like the theory was that it was just because he was like, "Fuck you, Russ." No,
Yeah,
like go
you're
out
gonna
there,
play.
get hurt. Like just like I don't.
No,
like,
I
that's
totally agree. The only team
like-
they beat was the Bears, and it was by a field goal. Like, they lost to the Raiders, they lost to the Commanders, they got destroyed by the Dolphins. They beat the Bears, and then and now they play the Chiefs. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Like, I feel bad. I don't feel bad for the Broncos. I feel bad for the Broncos fans because they don't deserve this.
No, but I think it's a dumpster. I think it's I actually, okay, what I was going to say is I actually think Sean Payton might be a problem. I actually think
I
this
don't
might
think
be.
so.
Well, I'm not like, this isn't a Sean Payton diss as far as like his career and just like Sean Payton, but like, I think that he might just be or it's like he's like trying to jump back into
But
something.
they
Like,
were terrible last year too.
he
The
was talking,
Broncos.
but he was talking shit about Nathaniel Hackett. He was like going
Oh,
into this
yeah,
game thinking
yeah.
like he was like
That's why I think
they're
it's
nobody, bro. Like we're gonna win.
That's
like,
why I
it's-
think it's all Russell Wilson. Because, dude, how does
Yeah.
Nathaniel Hackett was like they were terrible last year. Sean Payton comes in, and now they're still terrible, maybe even worse. Because their
I don't know.
defense was like one of the best defenses in the
when
NFL
I
last
saw
year.
when I saw Sean Payton talking shit after I had already made this pick, that made me start to be like, oh shit, maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And then it was like, maybe he's just not. I don't know.
I think the Broncos, if their goal is to like get a good draft pick, or do they even have a draft pick in the NFL draft? Or do they still
know.
do the Seahawks still have it?
I'm not sure. You can fact check that.
Because if it is like, that'd be terrible if they like kept losing, had a chance at the number 1 pick, and then like there's just like goes right to the Seahawks. Oh no, the Denver Broncos do have a pick. They're projected to have the 4th overall
They're
pick.
gonna need it. I don't know. Yeah, I agree with you though. I don't think I'll have confidence in the Broncos against any team, especially like this being a home game. They're 0-3 at home. There's the Jets without their starting quarterback. I don't know. There's not much more to even say about that. You want to get into the next game?
Yeah, let's do it.
So the next game was this was LP's favorite underdog, and this was my favorite. So this is where we were clashing. He had Vikings +4. I had Chiefs -4. Final score: Chiefs 27, Vikings 20.
I mean, the Vikings had a chance to tie it at the end. Kirk Cousins, I think, threw a pick on the drive, no, he got sacked on the 4th down. He got sacked on 4th down, and then his time expired. So I mean, it was a good game. I knew the Vikings were gonna compete. Chetta's got injured. He's on the IR. I think he's gonna be out of 4 weeks. I think it's good to know that Taylor Swift wasn't there and Travis Kelce was injured for a little bit. Might miss Thursday's game.
I just got him in fantasy. But no, I think that actually the way I'm looking at this game is like the Vikings put up a slightly better fight than I thought they would.
Yeah. They're the best 1-4 team in the NFL.
For sure now. But, well, actually, I don't know if we're going to get into it. The other 1-4 team that I think is pretty good, they'll be playing this week. So, Vikings, Bears. But, yeah, we'll get into that in 1 minute. But, no, I actually, I think the Chiefs should have won by more. I think that, I don't know. I know that this was my favorite.
It was in Minnesota, the Chiefs still put up 27 points.
It's a good game for the Chiefs.
Yeah, the Chiefs are the Chiefs.
I think it was a good game for the Vikings, too, to, be within a touchdown of the Chiefs. But we already covered this. The next game, 49ers, Cowboys.
I'm not talking about that again. Cowboys killed me.
Cowboys didn't cover 3.5 points.
But, yeah, just to let y'all know. It was close, though.
Yeah, you can go rewatch that. And then Monday Night Football. This was my lock of the week.
Love the Raiders.
LP had the same pick. Raiders -2. Raiders win 17-3 at home against the Packers.
Dude, I think a lot of people are not on the Raiders. The Raiders got some good players.
Yeah.
I'm
not on Jimmy G.
I think Jimmy. Yeah, I've already talked about it. Jimmy G. He's a good clock man. You throw the ball to Devontae Adams and hand off the ball to Josh Jacobs.
I would much rather have Jimmy G than Russell Wilson.
Oh, for sure. For sure. But, and Jacoby Myers was looking great. Devontae Adams, he played, but obviously he wasn't fully healthy. But, the Raiders aren't going to be that bad. They're going to win these games. They're going to win these, close games against, other, mid-tier teams. The Raiders are going to compete and win, at least half. They're going to win these games.
Yeah, mid-tier. I'm glad you said that because I do think the Packers are not bad at all.
Yeah.
I'm slightly surprised by how much better they are this year than I thought they were going to be losing Rodgers. And I think we might have talked about this last week. I think Jordan Love has just surprised me. I think he didn't have a good game at all.
Yeah, this was a little wake-up call, but I still trust
believe
him.
In him.
I still think he's going to be good.
Yeah.
It was just a primetime game. This stuff happens in primetime games.
In Vegas, bro, and I'm sure it's not a fun atmosphere to play in.
You probably had a couple of drinks the night before.
Yeah.
But Jordan. This is just one of those games where so mid-tier teams, you got to give it to the vet over the rookie quarterback.
And that's why that was my luck, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that that's one of those games in Vegas at home, prime time. If they didn't win that, then they're not winning a game for the rest of the season.
Yeah,
that was my thought process. And here, okay, so
we're running into our locks of the week.
Yeah, our locks of the week. We can go ahead. I don't know if you have this planned out, but I'm looking at it right now for
here. My stuff is not loading all of a sudden. Oh yeah, it is.
In fact, here we can take a little break for a minute and get into this.
All right, I got mine. I think we're going to be I think there's a good chance we're more controversial this week.
Yeah, I do too.
And some. Are we doing over-unders too?
Not for locks of the week. All right, we're back. So we're going to go into our locks of the week segment where we do favorite underdog, and our just overall lock of the week. Just a reminder, favorite is your favorite spread where it's a minus, and favorite underdog is your favorite +6 or whatever. Doesn't necessarily mean the underdog's going to win, but your favorite underdog spread. Do you want to go ahead and start while I...
Yeah, we're doing lock of the week first, or...
No, favorite first.
Favorite? All right. My favorites is going to be the Rams over the Cardinals.
Rams over the Cardinals.
Rams are -7 at home. They're 2-3. I think they're gonna beat the Cardinals. No way. They're 2-4, and the Cardinals are 2-4. I think the Rams are just a way better team than the Cardinals. James Conner's out. Cooper Kupp looked good last week. I think that the Rams are gonna start heating up. I got Rams -7 over the Cardinals.
That's interesting.
My lock of the week.
I like that. I do like that.
It's just one of those games, just like last week with the Bengals, where it's this is a game where like you can play a bad team. You've been playing bad. Like let's start picking it up. Let's start picking it up. So, I got Rams -7. I like it a lot.
I'm looking at, dude. There's some good, interesting ones.
Dude, there's a lot.
Yeah.
I almost picked a different one. I'm gonna see if you pick it.
Okay, we'll see.
Actually, you're definitely not. Never mind. Retarded.
No, I'm looking at some. Were you looking at the Vikings? -2.5 against the Bears.
We'll see.
Because that's not what I'm picking. But this is interesting. I think okay. Yeah, I think my favorite is going to be. I don't know. Yeah, no, I'm gonna go with this. My favorite is the Lions -3 in Tampa Bay against the Buccaneers. I think that's kind of self-explanatory. I think the Lions are, like we've said, really good.
Yeah.
And like that's not even really a question right now. The Lions are playing phenomenal, and the Bucs do look really good for what we've expected of them.
Yeah.
I think when you look at, and I hate to look at it like quarterback matchup, but even just looking at the quarterback matchup, Baker versus Jared Goff in this type of game, we know who's more consistent. We know who's solid. We know who's going to – I don't know. I think that this is just, to me, a textbook favorite. But, yeah, no, that's going to be mine. I think Lions -3 in Tampa Bay against the Buccaneers is my favorite.
All right, so we got Lions -3 and Rams -7. And then
there was a couple others I was looking at.
Yeah, there's a couple. I think last week was definitely like an underdog week. And this week I kind of like some of the favorites, but
same.
For my favorite underdog of the week, I'm going Commanders +2.5.
That was actually going to be mine, I think.
Commanders +2.5 over the Falcons. I think the Falcons are frauds. I think the Commanders just had and they have a longer week too. They played on Thursday, so they have more time to like get prepared. And Desmond Ridder, he's not going to throw for 300 yards a game. I mean, Bijan's the GOAT, but I'm taking Commanders +2.5. +2.5 for sure. If they were favored, I kind of feel like I almost would still take them. The fact that they're the Falcons are favored, I just think the Falcons are 3-0 at home though, but I think that it comes to an end someday.
Yeah. I think I have I'm between two very controversial, or at least I think they're controversial, favorite underdogs. It's the Bears +2.5 at home against the Vikings, and it's the Browns +5.5 at home against the 49ers. I think I'm going to go Browns +5.5 against the 49ers, and that is not because I think that last week was a fluke. That's not by any means. I think they kicked the Cowboys' ass, and I think they're I think they own the Cowboys. That's not a thought. That is pretty much factually proven at this point. I don't know, because I just see that being like you're coming off of a game where the 49ers put all of their effort into Dallas. Like, I mean, if you have players wearing "fuck Dallas" shirts all week going into the game, then they wear it for the game, then they do what they did, and I mean, if to go back into that game a little bit, the offensive play calling it looked better than McDaniel. Like, that was some voodoo shit, bro. Shanahan looked like a wizard.
They took us apart for sure.
We weren't
prepared, we weren't prepared.
I mean, they pieced us up, but like it wasn't just. I mean, some of it like they just made us look stupid, and like maybe we were stupid, but like they unleashed everything they had in their playbook. It looked like they're gonna be going into this game. It's a noon game too, so it's just like it's a noon game on the road. Like they're gonna have to like after Dallas, they're gonna be a little hungover. I feel like, and it's just the Browns are a tough team, like we've said. 5.5 points. That's a solid ass amount, and like I don't know, the Browns. It's gonna be a defensive game. I think it's gonna be low scoring.
I agree.
And we haven't been doing.
I'll just say it now. I had the Browns. Like I have it written down right here. I had. They were almost my favorite underdog, but I was like, I can't take the underdog of the Niners as my favorite. But I'll just say it now. I also have Browns +5.5.
Yeah,
I like it for exactly the reasons you said. Like they're gonna be high off the Cowboys win. Everyone's gonna think that they might even lose. I don't think they're gonna lose, but
I could see them.
I could see them losing, and everyone being like, "What the hell just happened? The Niners just lost." Like it's gonna be one of those games where it's gonna be like, hold up, put on the Niners game real fast. They might lose. Like, they might lose. And it's like.
And it's going to be one of those games where it's weird, I feel.
Yeah,
where
it's like weird.
It's
weird.
It's not going to be a game where the Niners lose and everyone's like, what happened to the Niners? Like, are the Browns? It's not going to be like that. It's just going to be like an ugly game.
Yeah.
And I think there's shitty weather. I don't even know. Yeah, it's raining. It'll be 55 degrees in Cleveland. The over-under is 37.5. Like, it's one of those games where I just feel like a 5.5 point spread, like, you definitely take that.
Yeah, for sure. I think a lot of people are going to be talking about Myles Garrett after this week, too. I think he's going to be a big reason why they cover.
Yeah, no, he might scare Brock a little bit. Lock of the week.
Lock of the week? I have mine.
Well,
I'll start.
Yours.
My lock of the week are the Minnesota Vikings again. I'm riding with them again, -2.5. I know I had them last week. They lost. Or they were my favorite underdog last week, but I'm taking them as my lock of the week. Even with Justin Jefferson out, I think T.J. Hawkinson is going to go crazy. I think he's going to have a 30-point fantasy game, so if you have him, start him. Bet his over. He's going to have 10 catches, 100-plus yards, two touchdowns. I love the Vikings. For sure. The Vikings over the Bears. It's in Chicago, but I still like the Vikings.
Yeah.
There's no way they'll go 1-5. Kirk Cousins is still him. And I don't think Justin Fields, like, I love Justin Fields, but no way he throws for 300 yards 3 games in a row. Like, that's just not his game. But, I mean, I definitely, like, I'm not saying it's going to be a blowout. I'm just taking the 2.5 as my lock of the week. Vikings, baby.
I don't hate the pick. That's just, like, the one game. It's interesting because that's, like, the one game where I, like, looked at it and it's like, this is the one game of the week I'm not touching at all. Just because I don't know. Like, after seeing what I saw from Justin Fields and the Bears offense last week and, like, the momentum that they gained from that, like, they were – after the game, they acted like they had just won the Super Bowl, but, like, they beat the Commanders. And it's – I don't know, that kind of hype, and now they're coming back home, and it's just against a team that I don't trust in, and, like, I can't bet – for it to be a lock of the week for me, it's like I just don't trust in either team, so it's hard.
Yeah.
For me, I think – I don't know, I have a few. I like the Saints at the Texans, but that one feels a little weird to me. I think my lock of the week is Bengals -3.
I love it.
Against the Seahawks in Cincinnati.
I love it.
They get to come back home. Seattle's a good team. Don't get me wrong. I love Geno. I love Seattle. I just think this is I don't know. After last week with the Bengals, I think that
The only reason this wasn't one of my favorite underdogs or locks of the week is just because Seattle's coming off a bye.
Yeah.
So that kind of scared me, but I
actually didn't know
that though. Yeah, Seattle's coming off a bye, but I still love it though. Like I do think the Bengals win.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hurts coming off a bye, like having a lot of time off. Sometimes it hurts.
And I still am going to keep it as my lock of the week because, like I said, I like the Saints at the Texans. Saints -1.5, but it's just at home in Cincinnati. Like, now they have something to be riled up for. Yeah. Now the fans have it. Like, it's one of those games, like, the Bengals, I don't think, win by 1. Like, I do think if the Bengals win, like, it's going to be a slaughter. Sure. Like, they're going to win by 10 plus, alternate spread. But, yeah, that'll be my lock of the week. And we can put all those down and get into just the pick'em slate, going through every game.
Thursday night?
So we'll start off Thursday Night Football. This is an awesome one. We got Broncos plus 10.5. At Chiefs -10.5, over under 47.5. Games in Kansas City. What do you?
I'm taking Chiefs -10.5, baby. Like, this is. You heard what I said earlier. I don't care if this spread was 18. I'm taking Chiefs -18.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chiefs -18, and I'm taking the under because I don't think the 47.5 is just a lot. I believe in Patrick Mahomes. I don't believe in Russell Wilson. I think the Chiefs can put up, like, I think it'd be like maybe like 33 to like 10, 33-13, barely under.
I agree. Both. Yeah, Chiefs -10.5, and I like the under. I think the Chiefs dominate. I think they win by a lot. I don't know. Like, usually the argument is, like, if it's a primetime game, like, it's going to be close and whatnot. No.
Not with Patrick Mahomes. If Patrick Mahomes in the game, it's not like that.
I think a primetime game in the
For the Broncos.
In Denver.
Oh, yeah.
is different.
Yeah.
But Kansas in Arrowhead,
Yeah.
no chance.
They're going to show out.
I think
this
it's
is
one
a
of those
game Taylor
yeah.
Swift might be at, for sure.
Oh, yeah. What do you think? You're the one who knows those kind of things. Is she going to be there?
I don't know.
Either way, I'm taking the Chiefs.
Yeah, taking the Chiefs regardless. Even if Travis Kelce's in or out, he might be out this week with that ankle.
I think he's supposed to play, but I don't know.
If I were the Chiefs, I'd sit him.
Yeah, no,
like,
free win.
You're playing the Broncos. Like, maybe even play their backup quarterback.
Yeah. No, the Chiefs. Yeah, Chiefs minus 10.5. Easy pick there. And then next we have this one's not in London though, right? Or is it still in London? But
Ravens
I think
Titans.
they go to Germany soon.
Oh yeah, no, this is in London.
Okay.
Ravens Titans is in
Not
London.
that makes a difference. I don't know anything about that. But Ravens Titans.
The fact that it's like I wrote down Ravens
-4 last week. And
yeah, I wrote down Ravens, but now since we brought up London, it just feels like a weird game that like we're gonna wake up and be like, what? Like this game's close. Like Mike Rabel might find a chance to win. This is tough. This is definitely like a 17-16 game. I mean, I wrote down Ravens -4, so I'm going to trust my gut, and I'm going to take Lamar Jackson to show out. And I'm going to go Ravens -4, and I'm going to go the over too.
This is so tough. I agree. This is so hard because, like, my thought process is, like, I just took the Ravens -4 last week, and they let me down.
Yeah.
And now to travel and the Titans. Like, this just feels like a game where it's, like, I don't know why, but going into London, like, Ryan Tannehill is just, like, good. And, like, it just.
Yeah.
I don't know why I think that, but it I want it, like, I don't. In fact, no, I actually don't want to take the Titans. I want to take the Ravens. I just took it.
What you doing?
I think I'm gonna go Titans.
Titans +4?
+4.
All right.
It's weird. I don't know. Let's go back. What was the Titans' previous game? This week they just
lost
to. So we just talked about the Colts. Yeah, no, I'm going Titans +4. Okay. I like Titans.
All right, I'm going Ravens -4 in the over.
Oh yeah, I forgot over under. If the Titans win, it's 41. Yeah, over. That's just very
I think
low amount of points.
I think the NFL is going to
I think it'll be close.
Score points.
I think with close games, like, over is more liable because
they got to score.
People are scoring points, and you always have overtime. Holy shit, what a gross game. We got the Falcons are staying at home, but this time they're playing the Commanders.
What was it? This was my favorite underdog of the week. I got Commanders.
Okay, it's Atlanta -2.5.
Commanders 42, and I'm also taking the over again. But yeah, I have Commanders. I think Sam Howell is going to show out again. I think Terry McLaurin's going to have a great game. Bullet Hole's going to score like 2 tutties.
Yeah, and I mean the Falcons, they just beat the Texans by 2 points at home. The Commanders just got their ass kicked. I think they're coming back. I think Commanders -2.5 is an easy pick.
Well, so that's our first game. Oh,
Did you take over? I think the over as well.
Yeah, I have the over. I think they're going to score some points. Like 40. Like they'll definitely get in the 20s.
I actually see it kind of smashing the over. I could see a team scoring 30.
Yeah, I like it. Vikings Bears next.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I have the Vikings.
And I'm gonna take the Bears. I'm gonna take the Bears.
That's my lock of the week, baby. Going against my lock of the week.
Yes. And just for fun, but also like because that was one of those games when I was glancing through it, I was like, ooh, like I think the Bears just, I don't know. After watching that game, like I just think they're gonna heat up. I think they're heating up. But oh wait, my one thing is Kirk Cousins at noon is just
elite.
That's his time zone.
But
bro.
no Jettas though.
Oh, Jettas
out.
Oh yeah.
Jettas got the hamstring injury. That's why I'm saying T.J. Hawkinson, I think, is gonna have a fucking great game.
Okay, yeah, no, I love the Bears +2.5. Let's get something going. In Chicago. Yeah, okay, I'll go Bears +2.5. And over under. I see this being a competitive game.
I'm going the over again.
Yeah, I don't want to take all overs, but yeah, I'm going
I think
over.
these defenses also are just really bad. Even with Jetta's out, like I think TJ's gonna do good. Addison, Madison. I think DJ Moore is gonna have another good game.
Yeah, two shitty teams. I see it being competitive. The over/under's low. And then the next game is Colts at Jaguars. This is interesting. I
have Jags -4, and I love it.
Yeah.
Love
if Anthony Richardson's not playing, bro,
he's out for a month.
In fact, this should have been lock of the week material.
Yeah, I love it. Jags -4. Earlier it was -4.5 because I wrote down -4.5. If it was 6.5, I'd take it. I love Jags.
Really low.
I love Jags. They're at home. It's a 12 o'clock game. I love Jags, and I think it's not going to be close. I think it's a double-digit win. For the Jags.
Yeah. That's why.
And I'm taking the over as well. I'm taking the over again.
Yeah.
Wait, no. I'm taking the under. I wrote down under earlier, so I'm going to stick with the under.
Over/under 45.5. Yeah, no, I don't think it's going to be close. I don't think
the Colts score a touchdown. I think they have like 4 field goals. I think it's going to be like 24-12.
Gardner Minshew's playing this week?
Yeah, Minshew.
I love Gardner, but I don't think.
I think the Jags are going to like show that, boom, they're going to go 4-2.
Yeah.
I love it.
Let me think. What 24-13? What would that be? 37.
37.
Yeah. So I take the under.
Yeah, I got the under too. And did you have Jags -4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so slam that.
Or -4.5, whatever it doesn't matter.
Yeah, not Jags.
But yeah, we'll just say because right now it does say -4. So Jags -4. We both have it. Next game is. Oh wait, no, I'm skipping. Next game's Panthers.
Dolphins.
Dolphins
-13.5 easily. I'm taking it.
I think it's one of those games like they can only go so high on the spread, like the NFL.
Yeah, like they're gonna win. It's gonna be a 30-piece. The Dolphins are gonna go crazy. I think Tua had a bad game last week, and he threw 300 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks.
When you see the Panthers 0-5, it makes me think like, oh, like they're due, but no.
No, they're
not because like if they are due, this isn't the game that they get back. You know what I mean?
No,
not against McDaniel, not against the Dolphins in Miami.
And I have the over, mostly just because I think the Dolphins can get it without the Panthers even scoring 48.5. Dolphins are putting up 30, at least, without a doubt. What you got?
I don't know about well, I'm thinking over under. I mean, I agree definitely -13.5 for the Dolphins, but I mean, is the Panthers defense that horrendous?
I just think the Dolphins offense is that good.
Yeah, but I mean, the Panthers haven't given. Oh yeah, they just gave up 42 to the Lions last week. Okay, I'm gonna ride with you on the over. We'll over and 13.5. The Dolphins do it again.
Yeah, they're legit.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, I had them going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So did you. But okay, yeah, I think that's a easy game at noon. It should be a little. I think it'll be one of those games that like no one's even really watching, and like you just check the score. It's like 38 to 10.
Yeah, this game's not.
Which I actually that would be the under, but
no,
38 to 13. But yeah, so
I love it.
Vikings Bears. We've kind of gone over this game.
Yeah, we did that. We just did that one.
How did we get back to the Panthers Dolphins?
Huh?
I wrote them out of order. That's my bad.
We've done Commanders, Falcons, Vikings, Bears. Did we do Seahawks, Bengals? Yeah. We both have Bengals, right?
Yeah. Well, Bengals was my luck of the week. I don't know if we went over.
Okay, let's go over that one then real fast.
Yeah,
I got Bengals. I
threw this out of order.
I got Bengals -3, and I got the over. I think just both teams can put up points. Bengals offense look good. Sure. Seahawks coming off a bye. They might have some crazy stuff planned. I think the Bengals do win this game, and I think it is going to be competitive. So, over, and I have the Bengals coming out in a close one.
I don't know why. I'm getting a gut feeling for the under, and I actually don't even have much real backing to say that on. I just something about this game, like I don't know. I think the Bengals are just gonna try and like control the clock a little bit, and I think that
I
don't
think
know.
they're gonna sling that thing. I think Joe Burrow's
Yeah,
back.
I don't know
baby.
why I think the under. I'm feeling under.
300 yards and 3 touchdowns again for Joe Burrow, man. I'm telling you. I think also this could be a Joe Mixon comeback game where he has like 4 touchdowns.
Like, I love both teams, but I think the competitiveness and, like, the Seahawks coming off the bye, like you said, and having a scheme for, like, I think it's gonna be like
Yeah, this is a game
a
where
little
I
bloodier than.
I
Like,
think this is an overtime game. I love overtime this week for Bengals Seahawks. Trust.
Interesting.
I'm definitely betting that now as a slip.
I don't know why. I just have a gut feeling that it's gonna hit under.
All right, so
I'm gonna go ahead and
we
lock
still
in
have
under for me,
Bengals.
but
We
yes,
still have
Bengals
Bengals minus
3.
3. I got the over. You got the under.
Yeah.
And then 49ers Browns.
Browns are my favorite underdog.
And I am also taking them plus 5.5. And I like it even more now. I just clicked and it says it's supposed to be 50 degrees and raining.
Yeah, I just saw that as well.
Sunday at 12. Taking and what do I have? Do I have the?
I think I saw
over
that
or under?
earlier.
I have the over. I have the over. Surprisingly, I'm gonna keep it the over.
No, the over is a good pick because it's
Yeah,
37.5 points. I
that's
think it'll be a
low.
gross game, but like
I could see that
37.5 is
hitting
so low for 2.
21-19.
Yeah.
Love it. But yeah, I got Browns plus 5.5, and I got the over.
Bet.
And then Saints Texans. That's the last noon game.
Saints. -1.
Yeah, I got Saints minus 1.5.
But I love the under. I love the
I
under.
love the over. I think both teams can put up points.
Interesting.
I love the over this week. Love it.
Interesting. I just think that
This game is like my lock over of the week.
interesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go under. It's one of those ones where it's like either so obviously over or so obviously under because you have like the Saints defense and the Texans shit off, and it's just like
Yeah.
not even a shit, but like the Saints are a good team, but like the Saints are one of those teams where it's like they're gonna keep you as low as they can. They're gonna like try to like slow the game down and play defense and like run the ball, and I think the Texans are just gonna like kind of match them, but at a slightly slower rate.
But I
On
love the
paper,
Saints.
I think it's the under, and I'm going with that.
I think the
I won't
Saints should
be
be
shocked at all,
like
but-
minus. I think the 1.5 is kind of crazy. I think it should be a little more. I think it should be like Saints minus 3. But I love the Saints minus 1.5.
I don't know why it's -1.5, but
Yeah.
the -1.5 kind of makes me feel under. I don't know.
But Saints minus 1.5, and I got the over.
Got you. This next game I think is super interesting. Now we're getting into prime time, 3:00. This is a 3:05 game. Patriots
Raiders?
+3 at Raiders -3 over under 41.5.
Disgusting.
It's such a gross, like I don't even know what to think game because the Patriots have not done, like the Patriots are getting railed by every team that they've played.
It's like, do I want to take the Raiders again?
I'll pick first. I think Patriots +3.
Okay.
And I'm not. I don't want to keep picking the Patriots until they win. Like, but Patriots to go 1-5 and have that be to have it come against the Raiders, and the Raiders are on a short week. You know, Monday they just played Monday, and so if the Patriots are going to beat a team, it's going to be the Raiders. It's going to be this week, I think.
All right. I'm up in the air, so
I don't think they lose a close one either. Like I think it would be Patriots money line, but Patriots +3 will be my pick.
I'm gonna go with Raiders -3 then. I think I'm just gonna go with it, and then I'm gonna take the over again because I think the Patriots I think they're gonna look better, so I think they're gonna put up some points. So, plus I just think the Raiders have like on paper, I think they have better NFL players on their team. Like they got Crosby, Jacobs, Devontae.
Yeah.
Even Jacoby Myers has been looking good. So I'm gonna pick the Raiders, but like I'm not. This is the least game I'm confident of out of all the games.
For sure, and it's a gross game, like you said, but
Terrible. But yeah, Raiders.
I don't know. I look at the records too, and I just think
It's ugly. It's terrible. It's ugly.
coming off a win, the Raiders short week, the Patriots are. I mean, you can never say Bill Belichick's trying to tank. Like he's trying
No,
to
he's
win
not
every
trying to
week,
tank.
bro. And so it's just like
It's not
Yeah.
a coaching problem. There's just
I think the Patriot. I think this is actually going to be like a coaching matchup. I think it's going to be a franchise. Like
McDaniels and
yes, and I think that the Patriots win this
I-
one. I
I
don't know
could
how it
see it.
happens, but I think that the
I could see
Patriots
it.
win this game.
if they win, it's going to
Outright.
be because they got a defensive or special teams touchdown during the
I think it's going to be gross. Yeah.
yeah, it's going to be one of those. Cardinals Rams next.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
This is my lock of the week.
Right.
I got Rams -7, and I have the under. 48.5 is a lot for Joshua Dobbs.
So you think the Cowboys are the one team the Cardinals beat this year?
Pretty much. Like, I'm super – unless they play, like, the Panthers or something late in the season or the Bears. No, I don't think they win a game for the rest of the season. I'm so serious.
Humiliating, bro.
So, yeah, Rams -7 and the under. And I think this is a big win. Big win for the Rams.
I agree. I agree with both. I think Rams and the under. 48.5 points. Because I think their defense throws the Cardinals around a little bit.
Yeah.
In LA.
Yeah.
What's the next game we have in here?
Eagles Jets.
Sure. Yeah.
Last 3 o'clock game.
But we didn't touch Lions Bucks.
Huh? Oh shit! Yeah, you're right.
So we'll do Eagles Jets first.
I got Eagles -7 in the over.
Yes. What's the over under again?
It's 41. I could see it being the under though. Actually, I'm gonna take that back. I'm gonna go under.
I was gonna say.
I'm
I
gonna
think
go
the Eagles
under.
put up like
23-13. 23-13 is my score prediction.
I was saying like 28-10.
Because both these teams are gonna run the ball. They're not gonna like Jalen Hurts, Zach Wilson. I don't think those are quarter. Yeah, I got the under.
Mm-hmm.
Especially since it's a 3 o'clock game.
I think it'll be like. I don't even have that much interest in watching it. I think the Eagles cover, but I think it'll be a boring game where they just kind of like
the Eagles are
slowly
just finding ways.
They're
just finding ways. Yeah, they're gonna keep QB sneaking it and just like slowly winning and like gaining field position. So yeah,
I feel like their offense is only like extremely explosive whenever they play in like big time games against teams where it's like, oh, like the Eagles are playing a real opponent this week.
Yeah.
In New York against the Jets, I think it's a slow game where the Eagles are just kind of like
slowly take away.
They're just kind of like holding their foot on their neck the whole game, but it's like not. They're not running it. I think it's an under, and I think Philly wins.
They're just slowly keep getting their lead.
Plus,
yeah.
And what our last 3 o'clock is
Lions Bucks.
Yes,
dude.
I love the Lions.
I've been hating on the Bucks like all season, but I got a weird feeling the Bucks cover by a field goal. Weird feeling.
Maybe, but no.
Yeah, like I do not want to take it, but I'm going to say.
Shit,
I'm going to say. Yeah, I can't do it.
I'm trying to think over.
Do I take Bucks +3? I do not want to do it at all, but like they're coming off a bye.
Yeah, but Baker was at the OU Texas game.
That's true.
I don't know what kind of bye week that is, but he was in the same place we were this weekend.
And they're at home.
I love the Lions -3. Was that my favorite?
Dude, this game has me like. Yeah, I'm not betting on Baker. I'm going Lions -3, but I'm going the over though. I think they're gonna put up points. The Bucks.
I think 14.
I think it's
17.
gonna be a bit. I think it's gonna be like a lot. Like I think like 34-24. If the Lions win it, I think it's by 10.
I think like 17-28. I don't know what that is.
That's still hit. That slams the over.
All right, hit the over.
But yeah, okay, we both have Lions -3, but I'm super skeptical.
I'm not. I love the Lions -3, but yeah. And then that was our last 3 o'clock game.
Going into Sunday night, Giants
at Bills. This is crazy just because it's a 14-point spread in prime time for Sunday Night Football. You have Buffalo -14. Giants are visiting. Prime time Sunday night.
I'm going Giants +14.
And I like it too, but that's no credit to the Giants.
I think Josh Allen is going to have another game where he throws 3 picks, fumbles twice.
No, I don't even think the Bills need to play that bad. I just feel like the fact that their spread is 14
is crazy,
and that it's prime time. Yeah, it's crazy, and I feel like that's just a lot of pressure.
I think the Giants get a defensive touchdown.
I think it's like a 2 passing touchdowns, 1 interception game for Josh Allen. Like not even a bad game. like 240, 260. Like
Yeah,
somewhere
like
in
I
that
think the
range.
Bills win, but I don't
it's
think
just
they
like
cover.
a dirty, gross game.
Yeah, I don't think
In
they
fact,
cover. I'm going the under too.
I looked at that. Can you pull up the weather for that game? Because
It says raining on here.
Yeah, that was actually like my under of the week.
And I think Barkley's going to be back too. I think that's
funny.
going to give him like a big confident boost, or at least for Daniel Jones to like have somebody to.
It'll at least keep the ball in their possession longer.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I like. They're gonna. I don't think they'll win, but they're gonna cover.
14 points.
Yeah, they're gonna cover. I like Giants plus 14.
Yeah, I could see it being like, low scoring, bro. Like Bills 21, Giants 13, some shit like that. Where it's just
Next game is
I
scary.
actually don't even think it'll be interesting. I think it'll be a shitty Sunday Night Football game. And then that brings us to the last game of the week. Monday Night Football.
God.
Cowboys -2 at Chargers in LA.
It's so bad.
Over under 51.
Chargers
high as hell.
Chargers are on a bye. They were just came off a bye.
And we just played the 49ers.
Eckler's
If
back.
anything, it looks like we didn't do any prep for last game, so maybe we were just looking ahead to this.
I like that. That's probably right. That is probably 100% right. We were not focused on the Niners. We were focused on the Chargers. Eckler's back. They're coming off a bye. Keenan Allen has looked insane. Justin Herbert has only thrown 1 pick on the season. Dak Prescott looks atrocious. And,
Against the Niners, though, in San Francisco.
So, with all that being said, I'm going to take Dallas -2.
Yeah, Dallas -2 for sure.
But
I actually do mean it. And I'm actually, like, this isn't one of those where I will stand by it. If we lose, I was wrong twice in a row.
And I think this is another. You know what? I'm going to go even crazier right here. I'm going to, like.
Are you just saying alternate spread?
No, I'm saying that, like, I wouldn't be surprised if this game ended in a tie. This is good. This game might be going to overtime.
I can see it too.
Like, I think this game might be in a tie.
I think there has to be something weird with this game.
Yeah, so
Cowboys,
this game
Chargers,
is like.
I think.
This game I think is going to end in a tie. I got 31-31 tie.
All right. You might.
But, like, I'm taking Dallas -2, but I'm just saying, like, if there's value in a tie, like, this is the game you bet on a tie.
There's definitely value in a tie, and, like, the fact that you said it means I have to at least play something now. But
yeah, Monday night, everyone lost so much money throughout the week, and they're just like, holy cow, let's bet all our money on the Cowboys-Chargers, and then everyone's going to be watching this game. It's the Cowboys in LA.
I would like to think that everyone's betting the Chargers, right? After last week, because of last week, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Which makes me obviously
the
like
Chargers, I think, should be favored.
Yeah, that's crazy.
After last week, and they're coming off a bye, and they're at home.
And it's those. I feel like it's the Monday night games. It's like people are like, if the Chargers are +2, that means they're probably like +135 on the money line. So people are gonna be like, all right, I'm just putting down Chargers money line.
Like there's some good odds. But yeah,
the over under is weird for me though. 51.
I'm taking the over. The Chargers' offense is elite. If the Cowboys want to win this game, Dak Prescott is gonna have to. And
what about
I think
our defense, bro? I feel like this is gonna be a little comeback game for our defense after how poorly we played last week.
I think Herbert, because Herbert they throw the ball so much, like he's gonna throw that thing. And if he throws that thing and throws a pick, that means our offense is gonna we're gonna put up points, and then Herbert's gonna have to put up points. I think it's over game. Our defense has only thrived against bad teams.
Well, you said it's tie, so obviously.
So yeah, I think it's competitive. But I mean, I have Dallas -2, but like, I might throw 10 on a tie.
I think I see a little different. I think I see like 31-17 Cowboys.
31. That's the under. I mean, that's not terrible.
No, I think I'd take Cowboys -2, but I think I'd take the under.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what
I'm about to check the odds on a tie real fast. Like, it's got to be something crazy.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But I got Dallas -2, and the over. Let's see. How the hell do I find a tie?
On the butt.
Will there be overtime?
I feel like a tie is at least +2,000.
Oh, got to be.
4 is what I would guess, but at the very least +2.
But yeah.
What are we? So, do you think Van Der Esch is playing?
I don't think. Didn't he go to the hospital?
Yeah, but he's questionable. You know who else is questionable is Joey Bosa. I don't know if that's going to happen or not because Eckler is questionable as well.
Yeah,
To me, though, the thing is also, like, SoFi Stadium is not that significant of a home field advantage.
Yeah.
Like, if I want to play anywhere primetime on the road, it would be SoFi. Like, I feel like that's just, like, a weak environment. Like, that's nothing. Like, you're not playing in Arrowhead. You're not playing anywhere like that. It's so sad that I'm taking the Cowboys again. Because I really said after that game, like, not even after the game, like halfway through the Cowboys game, that I was just never gonna bet on. Like, I was like, we're done for the year. Like, we're losing every game. But like, I know we're not losing every game. Like, it's the Cowboys. Like, you can't. People would be killed.
No, this is gonna be it's a great Monday night game.
They have to come. Yeah, it's still an awesome game. Everyone's still gonna be watching it for sure.
But yeah, I got Dallas -2 in the over. I like it. Kind of, not really. I just need to see Dak do something. I want to see Tony Pollard have like 100 yards rushing. And I want to see CeeDee Lamb have like 10 catches and 100 yards. Like, I'm hoping the over hits because I want our stars to be good. Like, I want our players to excel because they haven't. Like, CD's been non-existent. Like, I hope.
Well, I still said I think we scored 30 points.
I hope. I also hope our team is able to forget what just happened and move on and not just be like get in a slump.
Well, I don't think we're gonna forget it, but I also don't think anyone's sad about it. Like, I think they're pissed. Like, I think the Cowboys are gonna go into the game with like a huge chip on their shoulder, but also like it's one of those games. If we lose again back to back, and it's like, okay, the only teams you've beaten are the Jets and the Giants. I don't know. I just don't see us losing.
I hope not. If we lose again, we are frauds. We are frauds. If we do lose, I see it being on, like you said, like some crazy like overtime shit, like whatever. I don't see us like losing. I don't see us getting
like
beaten not like last week.
Yeah, no, I don't see us getting outperformed and everybody playing like shit again.
Yeah, not like last week. That should never happen again.
Yeah, and I don't even mean 42-10. I just mean like I don't see like Tony Pollard not being able to run the ball, Dak throwing 3 picks, like our whole defense not being able to do anything, like because it wasn't like the Niners did anything specific where it was like, oh, this is why they beat us. They beat us on every single front of the football field. So I just don't see it. I don't know. That's my explanation. Cowboys -2. With that being said, I think that covers all that we were gonna talk about. I don't know if you have anything to say.
No, I think it was good. I mean,
30.
Yeah, I think it was good. We got a lot of picks. I felt a lot more confident about last week. I'm like, my picks this week I'm not that confident in. Or like there's some that I am. I just feel like I have a lot of the favorites. And there's just a lot of games where
I think this is a better week. I think it's a weirder week. A weird week, I think, is a better way to put it. Like, there's just
because last week was a weird week because I had a lot of underdogs, but like I liked the underdogs. Mm-hmm. Now this week I'm liking the favorites, but I'm just like, like I like the favorites, but it's close. Like I have like close favorites, so I'm like, dude, like I definitely see them winning. I don't know if they can cover.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back through because like I said, aside from the Cowboys, every game last week that we picked where we were like on the same pick, we hit. So I want to go back through and look at what we did this week.
But like we both picked against the 49ers.
Yeah.
The Dolphins have a big spread. The Giants have a big spread to cover. The Eagles -7 in New York. I could see the Eagles winning, but like in a close one. Raiders Patriots is horrendously ugly. I wouldn't be surprised if the Texans won.
Okay, well, what I do think is if you were gonna like put a couple games together,
like a little 3-leg parlay.
Yeah, like Jaguars -4.
Jaguars -4
for sure.
That
Commanders -2.5.
Yeah,
plus 2.5. Literally underdogs.
And Jags -4, Commanders -2.5, and then let's just fuck it and say throw Lions -3.
Yes, 100%. That would be
our parlay of the week, our little 3-leg.
I think we should do that for sure because we were all in agreement. Are we in agreement on all those games, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Lions -3, Brown. Oh no, we're not. Are we doing the Browns one?
No.
Jags -4, and then Bengals. No,
I'm throwing Commanders money
Commanders
line.
+2.5.
Commanders money line. What was it? Commanders money line. Jags -4. What was the last one?
You said Commanders, Jags, and then the last one was the Lions.
I like it.
Yeah, I do too. I'm gonna put that down. And then was it Giants Bills under? I don't know. You don't got to parlay that in, but I'm definitely putting if any over under I'm hitting that week, it's Giants Bills Sunday Night Football under 45, 51 degrees in the rain in Buffalo.
Yeah. Well,
I think those are some locks. But yeah, no, I think that should go ahead and conclude the episode.
Let's get it.
We'll be back next week to talk about what all we won and lost. Hopefully that I'm excited to talk about the Cowboys-Chargers game next week.
Dude, I
we'll
cannot
see what happens there.
I'm
Got a
either
big
gonna
week
be
in the NFL
like,
coming up.
I'm either gonna be saying like we're back,
Yeah.
or it's gonna
I
be
don't
like
think I'll be saying that regardless of what happens. Even if we win 31-13, bro, I'm not gonna say we're back.
just a reminder: do not be surprised if it's a tie, 31-31. But I'm either saying if Dallas is either gonna be back, or I'm gonna be saying tank for Caleb, or trade for Justin Fields. Whoa.
If you told me right now that we had the opportunity to get Caleb,
I'd be
cool
like,
with
let's
tanking.
go. Yeah,
I would be rooting
same,
for Cowboys
same.
losses the entire year.
Yeah, same.
Regardless of what happens this season, because I think we're in agreement that no matter what, we're going to lose the Niners in the playoffs if we even find ourselves there.
If we can't,
I want a new quarterback, regardless. And
I'm done with them.
Yeah.
Whatever Dak's potential, whatever Dak was gonna do in the NFL, he already did it.
Yeah, he hit his ceiling.
He already hit his peak, and that was not this season or last season. It was like
he hit his peak years ago, and since then he's just been raking up money and getting Jordan deals. I'm over it.
Yeah, I'm done with Dak.
We need to be done.
He's a bigger problem. He should be a quarterback in the NFL, but the Cowboys are trying to win Super Bowls, and he's not a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl. And we have a defense that
I'm trying to think of what team would want Dak Prescott.
And Cowboys have a team that has an opportunity to win not just one or two, be a contender for the next 5 to 8 years.
Dude, I don't know what you would. I don't even know where Dak could go. The Patriots wouldn't want him. I'm trying to think if there's any teams that could even need a quarterback.
I just can't even talk about Dak
Dak should
anymore.
not be in the NFL anymore.
I'm just getting pissed off. Dak is just no good.
He's awful. LP's about to go to an IM game where he plays quarterback. I think we're going to see a much better
performance. I know. After my performance last week, I'm about to send in my huddle to freaking the Dallas Cowboys Instagram and be like, come on, sign me. I'll play.
What do you have to lose?
Literally, I'll play only for incentives. If I win the Super Bowl, I get Dak's contract. That'll be my incentive. Because I just can't even more. I can't talk about that.
Dude, his face, when Brock Purdy was over there laughing and Dak Prescott's just like, I threw another pick again. It's unbelievable.
It got so bad that the announcers had to talk about Brock Purdy's parents' hot tub business.
Yeah, it really felt like a preseason game where they're just like, oh.
Yeah, no, it was terrible.
Of course, the Niners won by 50 fucking points. I'm over it. We're gonna end the podcast on that.
Yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you for listening. We'll be back next week. We're trying to add video for this episode. Hopefully, this works. And then in the upcoming weeks, we're gonna try to get live streams going. Maybe
some call-ins,
live chats, something like that. But thank y'all for listening. For real. Peace out. This is episode 2 of the Lockhouse. Have a good night, morning, whatever y'all listening. Bye.
See y'all.